Hello knitters, it's Tuesday and I should really be on my way to a study session right now. Talk about everybody's videos. Kayla, all this talk of my midterms and things reminds me that I really wish I had a fall break. I'm glad you get to have one. I'm glad you get to go home to meet your family. That's very nice. I hope you have a good time. But I'm jealous because we don't get a full break. I have midterms right now, as I said. I had one on Monday that I didn't know about because I didn't go to French class kind of all last week. I just wasn't feeling it. And so I show up and everybody's like, hey, we have a test today. And I was like, holy crap. Thanks. So I don't think I did the best I could have on that. But oh well. I did really well on my last French test, and I'll do really well on the ones in the future, so that will make up for it. Michael, I didn't get to watch your video because it disappeared from the YouTube before I got around to watching things, so video fail on my part and on YouTube's part. What the heck? I'm pointing at my computer. It's over here. Sorry. So that sucks. Mira, I hope you get that job in the movie theater. With my experience in movie theaters, the job kind of sucks, but the people you will meet there will probably be really awesome, because you have to have a certain level of weirdness to work in a movie theater, I believe. And so, yeah. And seeing as I live with two people that have either worked or are working at movie theaters currently, and it's been an interesting experience. Yeah. Movie theater friends for life. So yeah, good luck with that. Also, your video was just in general awesome. Awkwardly filming on the street is gonna be a good old time. I should do that in my area sometimes. There's not really anywhere I could walk to. Oh well, there's lots of places. There's kind of significantly far away. It's because I live in the middle of the student ghetto and it was weird. And let's see. So yes, and I'm really glad you found a Nerd Fighter note. That's cool. I've left many of those myself. I would like to find one at some point. It reminds me, I just had Tristan read the Let It Snow, John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle, whatever. That the Christmassy thing, and his response was, "It's not Christmas," and I was like, "Yeah, but you haven't read this." And he's like, "Fine." So I read it. He's a big John Green fan, so that's awesome. But it just reminded me of that. So, Nerd Fighter notes. I hope to find one. Jenny, yay for red hair! As you can tell, since like February, I've been a fan of red hair too. So, yay for also feeling like a Weasley. Also, in response to your statement about, your thoughts on my Tumblr, the unrequited love is kind of a major theme of that Tumblr, because there's kind of a lot of it in my life, and it's pretty lame. But whatever, I just kind of have to deal with it. But, you know, that's a good place for me to vent it. Sad life, sad life. Okay, moving on from that. Where the Wild Things Are, totally awesome. We did in fact screen that on Thursday night, and some of my friends didn't like it, and some of them were kind of so-so on it, and I thought it was wonderful. I think really that was the only way you could have turned that into a movie, and it was a little creepy and freaky in some points, and I don't think it's for kids. I think it's for people who are roughly around our collective age that grew up reading the book, but I think it was well done. I really enjoyed it, and I wouldn't mind seeing it again. Plus that kid who played Max, whose name, by the way, is Max Records, which is a fantastic name, he did such a wonderful job, so thumbs up for that too. And one last thing for Jenny, I would totally come to your shop. It would be wicked awesome, I'm sure, because that's one of my backup plans, is to own some sort of like record shop, music shop slash bookstore slash like tea thing, because I don't like coffee, so like tea, and people could totally knit there too, so that'd be awesome. I would totally come to your shop. Okay, knitting stuff. I added both of my scarves that I'm working on right now to my Ravelry, so you can check out what yarn I'm using for them and such. The cable scarf currently looks like this. It's significantly longer than the last time you guys saw it, but I haven't really been working on it because I kind of started another scarf. So, last week, hanging out with Tristan, and he's like, oh, the scarf's cool. You know what would be really cool? A skull scarf, because he has like a skull tattoo on his knee. He has a thing for skulls. He's very strange, as I think you people have gathered. So I was like, okay. So the cable scarf's going to go to a different friend now, and I've started the monstrosity that will be Tristan's skull scarf. This is just the beginning of the pattern. It's like this 75-row skull, and this is like 60 stitches wide, because the pattern's like 46 stitches wide, and I had to add like some border and stuff so it wouldn't look stupid. So there's like 4 stitches of garter stitch and then like 3 extra on each side. So like, yeah, it's gonna be ridiculously huge, because there's gonna be a skull at either end. So he's not getting it till like Christmas, I think. But yeah, so I started another scarf, and I've still got like many hats to finish on my loom. So I've got a lot of projects going right now, but I've got a lot of time to do them after midterms. So I'm gonna do that. So I have like 3 questions on here I've got to answer. My notes are down here. Sorry. Yeah. So let's see. For Heather, our subscriber of Awesome, the question was, what am I going to school for, and what is my dream job has been something different. I'm going to school for anthropology because my school does not have archaeology, because I'm just kind of stuck at the school I'm at for convenience purposes. But I'm going to go into Celtic archaeology. So that's studying like stuff that happened in England and Ireland and Wales, sometimes Scotland, and little bits of France, like just before the Romans got there, like a couple hundred years before the Romans got there, till like after they were done being there, I guess. I don't know. Celtic Age. It's very cool stuff to me. I don't know. I'm probably going to go to grad school in Wales, so there's that. I do have like backup options for careers. If this whole archaeology thing doesn't pan out, I thought about like opening a shop like Jenny talked about, or going into graphic design. And I've decided that if I do end up using that as a backup career, I'm going to design movie posters, because I know a lot of really bad movie posters, and I think I could do a lot better job. And the most recent backup plan is being like a elementary school art teacher, because that would be really fun, or like middle school art. So those are my backup plans, but mostly I'm pretty solid on my archaeology plans, so I'm going to do that. Mira asked what our most awkward video place was, and I've done ones at school a couple times that were kind of weird, and then I've done like my first video for you guys. I believe I did some of it at work, and like my friend Tim just stared at me like, what are you doing? So I've filmed at work a few times. And then my last question was from Jenny, dream knitting. If I could knit anything, and the yarn cost wasn't not like a problem. The yarn that I knitted my hat out of was originally intended for this pattern called the Buttony Sweater, which has like buttons here instead of down the middle, and I just don't think I quite have the skill and patience, because like I get frustrated with projects and start new ones a lot. I don't think I have the skill and or patience to actually do a sweater, or well, it's a cardigan technically, but I would love to do that, and I would love to do it out of that yarn that I had, because like that's kind of expensive stuff that I got from Knit Picks, and it's like got alpaca in it, it's really soft, and I think it would make a really nice buttony sweater. So that's probably my dream knitting, but like I can think of so many other things. Like I want to knit crazy amounts of stuff. I think, let's see, I'll do a challenge too, and how about whoever the pennies decide has to draw a little picture. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Doesn't have to be anything elaborate. You can do it on your computer if you want. Draw a picture of your favorite character from a book. Haha, how about that? So, shake the pennies. 1, 2, 3, Kayla! So Kayla, 3 pennies that are heads up. Draw your favorite book character, I guess. So Kayla, I will see you tomorrow, and everybody else have a nice week. Bye!